In this video, I will be highlighting a lesson from Unit 5, Slope from 2 Points. Let's take a look at our big picture. So this lesson is the 5th lesson of Unit 5, and it is a 2-day lesson. This lesson will highlight standards 9A and 9B. Students will extend their work with slope triangles to develop and organize a method for finding the slope of any line given the coordinates of 2 points on the line. This lesson is inspired by a blog post, which you will read after you complete this lesson. Here we have our unit overview, and we want students to be able to calculate the slope of a line by finding the change in y values divided by the change in x values. We're going to stay away from using the traditional slope formula. We will save that for Algebra 1. So in this lesson, each group of students would be given a set of ordered pairs, and they would create a slope mini table for each set of points and graph those points on the line and then draw conclusions based on all of their evidence. So here's an example of a slope mini table, and I'm using this for the first set of points. Let's take a closer look at what a slope mini table looks like. So here what we have is just a mini XY table, and we've listed the ordered pairs. So here's our 0, -5, 2, -4. So using the mini table, the students are finding the change, so change in y, and then here the change in x. It is helpful if students have a vertical number line that they can reference to help them see how do I get from a -5 to a -4. And you do that by moving 1 unit to the right. Same goes for x. On a number line, how would I get from 0 to 2? I would do that by moving 2 spaces to the right. So when I calculate my change in y over my change in x, that would be 1 over 2. We can also begin to transition them to using that slope formula. We're just going to refrain from labeling y sub 2, y sub 1, x sub 2, x sub 1. Here, when I show my students how to use the formula, as you want to call it, I have them subtract up. So this would be a -4 minus a -5. And that becomes plus a positive, and that will give us a +1. And then here we would have, we subtract up to get 2 minus 0, which is a positive change of 2. Once you have inserted your image of your slope mini table for your set of points, you would add your points to the graph. So there we have 0, -5 and 2, -4 plotted. We had a second example here. So -2, -6, and 6, -2. There's our -2, -6. Here's our 6, -2. What we see here is all 4 of those points lie on the same line. And if we drew a little triangle, that one has a rise of 1, run of 2 for the red. And for the yellow set of points, it has a rise of 4 and run of 8. When we look at those are proportional, so therefore we know that the slope between any 2 points on this particular line is going to be 1/2. An extension for this lesson to further prove that any point found found on this line would have a slope of 1/2 is to have the students take one of their given points and find a given point of another group member and find the slope between those 2 points. And what this does is just gives them further practice with using the slope mini table and understanding the concept of slope. So your next steps, you will go to your assigned slide and complete your slope mini table for your pair of points. You will add a snapshot to your assigned slide, so a snapshot of your slope mini table, and then you will add points to the graph. All of the points will be on the slide already, and they are color-coded. You will just have to drag your points to their correct locations. If you are the last person to add your data to the shared slide, add a line connecting the points. When finished, you will complete the discussion board question and read the blog post to find out the inspiration behind this lesson.